Hi guys, so today I'm gonna be doing the ultimate Dynamite guide for the beginners who just got Dynamite. So I'm just gonna be going over like the guide, the basic guide, some tips and tricks, how to use star powers, how to use gadgets, explaining them. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Dynamite does 3200 damage in his main attack alone, and each of those Dynamite sticks you see there does 1600 damage. His super does 4400 damage and is really good at hitting a bunch of enemies at one time. So the first gadget Dynamite has is called Satchel Charge, and it stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds as you can see, and it's basically a free kill if you use it on the correct opponents. Fidget Spinner throws Dynamite all over the place and does 2400 damage per Dynamite. Dynajump allows Dynamite to ride the blast wave of his explosive so that he can escape or retreat from any danger while still doing some damage. Dynamite's Demolition Star Power allows his super to do an extra 1600 damage, so it goes from 4400 damage to 6000 damage. His super now flies out a few sticks of dynamite which each deal 2250 damage. So this is a very easy trick for new players. What you gotta do is when you know that you're gonna hit your super, just throw a main attack right after. You can even shoot 2 main attack after just to do a bit more extra damage, and it helps to at least get in 3200 extra damage, or if you're really good at it you can do 6400 extra damage. To make Dynajump effective, you must learn the double jump, which is the easiest jump other than the single jump, and it's really good at escaping, but each explosive in his main attack, it takes 0.9 seconds for it to explode, so you have to wait until the very end of that 0.9 seconds to release your other main attack, which it has to be perfectly in line with it, or you'll jump like in a different direction, so that you can escape while doing still a lot of damage. Double jumping with your super is just like doubling the amount of distance you can cover with your main attack where you normally double jump, and it's pretty fun because it's really fast and you can do a ton of damage. Estimation has been really hard for me as a beginner. As you can see right here, I just estimated that they were going to move and crowd together, but the reason why I place estimation as level hard is because that it is really hard for you beginners. I'm not calling you guys beginners, but like it's really hard for beginners to learn player movements and where they're gonna move because they just started in the game. Like as you can see right there, I just predicted that the Otis was going to move towards me, so that's why I threw down my main attack. So I actually have two builds for Dynamite, and the first one I'm going to be sharing is the Escapee Miko, where basically you use Fidget Spinner, Dynajump, you can use any gears you want, but I would rather use Gadget Gear and Shield Gear because they are good for basically any brawler. This build is a bit situational and it's good for crowd control and basically just movement and escaping as the name suggests. This next build is a purely damage build, and it starts off with the stun gadget because it's very easy to get easy kills with it, and then you move on to the demolition star power so that your super can have way more damage. And for the gears, you want to use the shield gear because it's very squishy, and you want to use the damage gear because, as I said before, he's very squishy and usually he's below half health and he can get that damage boost. The best game mode for Dynamite is usually Solo Showdown, Duo Showdown, Gem Grab, and Hot Zone. But you have to keep in mind that typically the maps has to have quite a bit of walls for Dynamite to hide behind. So it doesn't mean that since this is the best game mode for Dynamite, it means that it's always gonna be the best no matter what the map is. Firstly, for his playstyle, you want to poke at enemies, just get a few kills in. If you're unable to do that, just try to push them back. Basically, after that, you just pick up the kills, try to get as many boxes as you can, like what I'm doing right here. And if you see any more enemies, like the rules are right here, you want to push them back even more. And now when there's a few brawlers left, you want to get a bit more aggressive, you want to press them more. You should have been doing this the entire match, but if you didn't, now you must be extra careful. You must check all the bushes. So you gotta check all the bushes, make sure that it's all safe. In the end game, you want to stay behind walls, try to poke at them, and then you have to get really aggressive like I did there and kill them. Anyways guys, that's the end of the video, so yeah.